everybody? I'm Shantell Jamison, digital editor for jetmag.com and ebony.com. I am here with the amazingly funny, amazingly faithful man and God, Mr. Rickey Smiley. How's it going, Ricky?
Everything's going good. Blessed. Glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Man, I am excited that you are here. When I found out that you were coming, I was like, yo, Rickey Smiley is in the house.
The crazy one.
The crazy
one. One of the craziest comedians in the country.
Yeah, but you know, I wasn't necessarily interested in talking to you because you're just funny. I was more so interested in talking to you because what I gather from your radio show and all that you do, you host of This Nation and everything, is the fact that you're aiming to present yourself in a light of entirely who you are.
Right. I'm not pretentious. I don't play games.
And you're passionate.
And I'm very passionate, and I just keep it honest about everything because that's the only way you can be. If you tell one lie, you got to tell another lie. And I'm just not going to put on airs and do all this fronting, trying to impress folks and or whatever. I'm cool with who I am. You know what I mean? And, you know, and that's just growing up around old people, you know, being around my grandmother. My grandmother hated fake people. Right? If anybody got something pretentious going on, it would set my grandmother all the way off to another level, and I'm the same way.
One of the things that I notice about you is that you're very, very like strong in your faith. It seems to come out in every area of your life.
Oh yeah, I'm not ashamed of God. He's been good to me. You know, I remember, you know, on my worst day, I still ate. On the worst day of my life, I still ate. You understand what I'm saying? I still had a roof over my head on my worst day. You know, so God has been awesome. He's been faithful. And I'm not ashamed to let anybody know that I love God. And that's real. And you know, I sin just like everybody else. I cuss just like everybody else at times. I get mad like everybody else. But at the end of the day, you know, like you know, everybody know there's no shame in my game about God.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's how it has to be. I mean, in order to be who you are, you have to be able to freely express all parts of yourself regardless of who gets offended.
Right. And I don't care about who get offended because whoever got offended didn't create me. Nor did they wake me up this morning. God did. So as long as I don't offend him, that's what counts. I don't care nothing about no people and what they say and what they think. Nobody. Whatever religion you are, do your thing. That's between you and the God that you serve. But I am very sure about mine.
You have a very interesting perspective. It seems that you're always kind of viewing even the worst situation in a positive way.
Yeah, just try to be optimistic about stuff. You know, try not to be judgmental. Try not to be too angry. Sometimes I have to pull myself back when I get angry about stuff, especially with the police brutality, especially, you know, when it comes to black on black crime. I try not to demonize people because I do understand due to some of the black on black crime, there's also another thing called systematic racism that's been going on in our country for years. And stuff that's, you know, that help contribute to a lot of the stuff that's going on. So I just kind of, you know, just try to give a decent perspective, you know, and just try not to force my opinion on stuff. But when I get mad about stuff, you know, like the way that little girl in South Carolina was handled, I was very offended about that. I really went off on the radio that day.
I heard it.
You know, when people, you know, I want to be the devil's advocate for a police to assault a young girl like that, not knowing that she's in foster care, not knowing that with a situation that whenever children shut down like that, you just don't mishandle children like that.
And the Rickey Smiley Morning Show does tend to delve deep into issues related to the community. It isn't just something that's funny.
I will break format, you know, because you have to. You have to take a stand for something. What do you want me to just come on the radio and just coon? You know, when people are hurting and people, when people are concerned, I can feel when my listening audience is bothered by something, and we have to address it. You can't laugh, make people laugh through their problems, or laugh through when the guy went in the church and shot 9 people. You just can't laugh and prank phone call through that. It's a time and a place for everything. It's a time to laugh. Then it's a time to get real, and it's a time to grieve. It's a time to cry, you know, and you just have to be real about stuff, you know, so.
Now, I was reading this press release because you have a new reality show coming up, Rickey Smiley For Real.
Docu-series.
A docu-series. Okay. So, before I get into a couple of lines that I found interesting in the press release, tell me about the show.
Oh, the show is great. It really shows how busy we are, how busy I am. You know, we do a morning show And then we do Dish Nation right after the morning show.
Lord.
And then we doing television and film or something with the kids. Or
You still doing stand-up?
every weekend.
Okay.
Like this weekend I'll be in Baltimore. Next weekend I'll be in Cleveland.
So the reality show is kind of like a day in the life of Rickey Smiley, the docuseries, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't help but to notice in this press release, it described you as a notoriously picky bachelor with a habit of picking the wrong women or ending relationships for the smallest reasons. And it also referred to you as a complete mess in the romance department. What's going on?
I'm not a complete mess, man.
That was the press release.
Chicks be needing car parts. You know how many alternators I purchased? You know how many tires I done bought? I can look at a chick and say she probably need a fan belt. She need an alternator. You know, the problem with dating in Atlanta, women be needing car parts.
Oh,
You know?
wait, are you saying that they actually need you to fix their cars? Or
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was an analogy.
Yes.
Okay, so it's both. It's both.
No, for real. Like that's been a problem. Then you get, I don't know, it's
You don't think you're too picky?
no, I'm not picky. I'm just not gonna be with anybody, you know.
You
know what I
shouldn't
mean?
be.
People
Yeah.
in there taking pictures of the house, putting it on Instagram, doing all this little extra stuff, putting our business out there. You know, people, you know, women that don't operate in discretion, women that don't bathe,
Oh damn.
women that don't wash their hair. They out there, they beautiful, they look good on Instagram, but they ain't wash their hair. When I give you that hug, I go in for the sniff. That neck be raw. That neck be raw.
So what you gonna do? You gonna be alone forever? What are you gonna do?
I just have to wait till Jesus bring her on my porch, man. But sometimes that neck be raw. It be raw. ring around the neck, not the collar. Ring around the neck.
At your age, they don't know how to groom themselves.
No, like grown women. Grown women armpits be on fire.
Flaming.
Flaming.
Kerosene.
I'm talking about need some degree men's Mitchum.
You took it back. Tussie.
Tussie deodorant.
Tussie.
When you write your name up under your arm and it's under your nail like you got French tips.
Oof. Funny man Rickey Smiley. Check out his new show, his new docu-series, Rickey
Yeah.
Smiley For Real. Thank you so much, Rickey.
Thank you.
All right. Funny man.